Okay, so in this video is the beginning of algebra. So algebra is when we start using the letters in our maths. So there's a few things that we need to remember. So when we say there's a term is when you might have, you can have, say, something like 2D, that's considered a term. Or even if you might have the number 3, that's also a term. So if I had, say, x plus 3, this would be a two-term expression. So there's another word. An expression is when we have a group of terms. So say x plus 3 was an expression, 2x minus 5. There's another example of an expression. Once we add an equal sign into it, it becomes equation. So say we have 2x minus 5 equals 1. Once there's the equal sign, then it's an equation. Okay, so up here in this worksheet, I think they were trying to get you to start looking at this stuff. So when they say 4D, I believe you're going to say a term. Okay, now when they say here, they're asking for the coefficient. The coefficient is the number in front of the letter. So here, the 7 has a coefficient of -7. Okay, and so if we had that, I'm just going to put that down here, so you know. So -7 was the coefficient, and the B letter is actually called the pronumeral. Okay. All right. So when they have 2n plus 4n minus 8 is I don't know, you might just write, they're a bit unclear, so complete, we could say maybe 1, 2, 3 term expression. How many terms does this one have? So we might say 2 terms. So remember, that's a term and that's a term. Okay. Here, so then there's a few of those questions like here. Say with this one, what they're trying to show you, because sometimes with algebra we don't really have the times symbol. So when we have 5 times y, we can just write 5y. And when we have divide by 8, we start to use the fraction symbol there, like that. So this is what they're asking for here in these question 1. So I'll let you finish the rest of them. Okay, with question 2, down here, we've got write an algebraic expression. So remember, algebraic expression just means you're going to have letters for each statement below. For example, a number is multiplied by 6 would be 6x. So twice a number, I might say it's 2x. Take 5 from a number, so we've got a number which we're just going to call x, and we're going to take 5. So that's what they sort of want you to do there. All right, let's go look here. So circle the correct answer each time. So here they're asking you, what is this? Now, it's not a term, because there's actually 2 terms. Now what it is an expression, because it doesn't have an equal sign. That's what would make it an equation if it had an equal sign. And all the rest here, I think you'll be able to do. If we just have a look, if x equals, down here at this one, if x equals 4, then 3x after substitution is. Substitution just means instead of using the letter, you put the number in. So 3x was actually, well, they said x was 4, so it'd be 3. So 3 times 4, which is 12. Okay, so there's how you can substitute in. So I'll let you give those other ones a go. Okay, here they're asking us to write an algebraic expression. So we're going to have a statement with numbers and letters, because it's algebraic, and an expression, so we don't need to have an equal sign. So every time you see maybe a number, instead of having a number, instead of writing that, we're just going to give it, say it's like x, we'll call it x. So when they say a number plus x, plus 6, it'll be a number plus x plus 6. 7 plus a number, so 7 plus x. All right, so I'll let you try the rest of those. Okay, so these are the questions from the exercise 8.4 Jack plus 7, which is from your table, and you had to do, they asked you to do question 1, A, I, these 4, and B, these, so there's actually 8 separate little questions, and they want you to do A and B down there as well. Alright, so let's have a look. They ask us to substitute the given value into each of the formulas to find M. So you've got to find M. So if I look up here, I'm going to write up here, this is 1A, okay, and I'm doing I. So the formula says M equals G minus 2, but in the first one, they're saying G is 4. So every time I see G, I'll put a 4. So 4 minus 2, so M equals 2. There's my answer. That was I. If I do this one, I, so the formula is still the same formula, M equals G minus 2, but this time G is 5. So I'm going to say 5 minus 2, so 3. M equals 3. And there's my answer. And I'll let you do the rest. We might do B, I, because it's a little bit different. So the formula says that M equals 2 times T minus 3. And then they're asking me, what about when T equals 7? So it'd be 2 times 7 minus 3, which would be 2 times 7 is 14, minus 3, so it equals 11. Okay, so M equals 11. So there's that one. All right, down here on this 2A, when they have M equals 2G plus 1, you have to remember, so if I do 2AI, you have to remember that you've got to do your BODMAS, so which means you need to do brackets first, then multiplication. So if I'm doing this first one where they're saying G equals 1, it would be 1 plus 1. So I'll do the brackets first. So 1 plus 1 is 2, and now I'll do the multiplication. So 2 times 2 is 4. So M equals 4. All right, I'll let you do the rest.